So welcome to BMC classes, and this is our third lecture. We are discussing about computer architecture. So this is also a topic, a subject in BSc fourth sem, and this will be also very important for BSc examinations. And we have discussed over 200, more than 200 questions in our previous last two videos. So you can go on our channel and you can see them. So the first question is the first step. What is the first step in the evolution of programming language? So the oldest language, programming language, you can say, that is assembly language. Assembly language is the oldest assembly language. So the first step will assembly language. Next, the map for Boolean function of four variables consists of 16 minter. I have discussed this in previous video, part number second. So next, a tracked in magnetic disk in a given sector near the circumstance is always longer than the center. We have discussed this question in previous video. Many of questions are discussed in previous video. You can watch them. Next, a disk drive with removable disk is called floppy. Option number C is correct. Next, the basic component of arithmetic circuit is. Basic component of arithmetic circuit is what? Parallel adder. Next, the operation of deletion in stack. Operation of deletion in stack, pop operation. Option number B is correct. Next, SP stands for what? SP stands for option number C, stack pointer. A byte consists in a byte consists of 8 bits. So option number C is correct. Next, the notation AB positive. It is the operation is coming after the data A and B. So this will be postfix. Option number B is correct. In prefix, you got this before. In postfix, you got the operator in the last. And in the infix, the operator will be in the middle of operators. Next, MISD means what? Multiple instruction single data stream. Option number A is correct. Next, the tens complement of decimal number is equal to what? Nines complement plus 1. Next, BCD represent what? Binary coded decimal. Option number A is correct. In half adder, carry will be 1 when x and y is equal to 1. Next, the base or radix of octal number system. In octal number system, we have discussed this in previous video very carefully. I told you that in base 2 in binary, base 8 here, base 8 for octal, base 10 for decimal, and base 16 for hexadecimal. So what the answer will be? In octal, option number D is correct. Next, max term is also called. I told you this again. Max, when you got max term and min term. In max, standard sum. In min, standard product, yani multiplication. So here is max term, standard sum. A decimal arithmetic unit is function that performs decimal micro operation. Option number C is correct. Digital function. Next, assembler works to convert assembly language program into machine language program when assembler before the computer can execute it. Before the computer can like a interpreter. Okay, next, to represent address in assembly language we use string characters. Represent address in assembly language we use string characters. Next, generation computers use assembly language. Generation computer use assembly language of second generation. So the assembly language is from second generation. This can be a separate question, which generation. So the second generation of the assembly language. Next, assembly language program is called source program. Option number B. Assembly language program is called also source program, and this is from second generation, and this is also called a starting point of programming. Next, which of two files are created by assembler? Assembler creates list and object file. Option number A is correct, list and object file. Option 22, in which code is object file is coded? In which code object file is coded? So in binary code. Next, which type of error are detected by assembler? Assembler किस तरह की errors को detect करता है? So your answer will be syntax error. Syntax error are detected by assembler. You can add this here. Syntax error are detected by assembler. Next, 24. What type of errors are not detected by assembler? We know that syntax error are detected by assembler, and which type of not? So logical error are not detected by assembler. Next, assemblers are of two types. So first type is first pass, second pass. A and B are the two type of assembler. Assembler is a what? Translator, which translate code, assembly language into machine language. An assembler is a type of translator in context of computer programming. It is a program that translates assembly language code into machine code or object code, machine code and object code, which is the low-level binary code that a computer central processing unit, means CPU, can execute directly. Okay, a program that links several programs. A program that links several program. एक प्रोग्राम से बहुत सारे programs link हो रहे हैं. So the answer will be linker. With the help of linker, we link a program with the several programs. Next, a linker is also known as what? Binder linker. You know, in binding means we are combining something like this, binding, and in linker editor, so linker do both work, bind and link. Next, which of following are type of assembler entity? So assembler entity, so absolute entity and relative entity and object program, all of above. Option number D is correct. Next, how many type of loop control structure in C language? 3. So 3 type of loop control structure in C language. 3. Next, Types of loop control statement are for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Next, function is used to transfer the control to end of a program which uses one argument and takes value is 0 for termination and non-zero for termination. So the answer will be exit. Our exit function is used to transfer the control. Exit function used to transfer the control to end of a program which uses one argument to take value is 0 for normal termination and non-zero for abnormal. Okay, so exit normal and abnormal, option number A. Let's go on 23. To design a program, what requires? Program specification. Next, how many structured program are written? How many structured program are written? Option number A is correct, 3. Next, to avoid crossing flow lines. Flow chart. Option number A is correct. Flow chart avoid crossing flow lines. Question number 36. A flow chart is drawn from top to bottom. Drawn from top to bottom and left to right. Top to bottom, left to right, like this flow chart. Next, are used to translate high level language instructions to a machine coded. So compiler compiles high level language like C, C++. So these all languages are translated by compiler. So option number C is correct. Next, the compiler translate a program code with any syntax error. So this cannot. Okay, option number B. Next, before checking the program to error in translating code into machine language, the high level language code is loaded into memory. Next, the linker has utilized needed for within the translated program. So input, output and processing, all of the above. Next, flow chart is representation of an algorithm. So symbolic and diagrammatic, both type of representation algorithm. Next, in flow chart symbols, the operation represent the direction of flow. Direction of flow are represented by arrows. Option number C, arrows. Next, which register is memory pointer? So program counter is the answer. Next, how many approaches are used to design control unit? For designing control unit, the full form of just like CU, you can say that. So the answer will be option number 2. Two approaches are used to design control unit. Which are the following approaches used to design control unit? So hard write control and microprogrammed control. Option A and B are correct. Next, cache memory is located between main memory and CPU. In our previous first video, we have discussed this very deeply. Like this, there is structure. This is your CPU memory. this is your cache memory, and this is your main memory. So the cache memory are between CPU and main memory. Okay, so option is A. Next, uses the stack to store return address. Store return address of subroutine. So microprocessor uses the stack to store return address of subroutine. Option number B is correct. A subroutine is implemented with two associated instructions. First is call and second is return. Both are right. Option number C is correct. Subroutine 2. Option number. Next, is subroutine called by another subroutine. One subroutine is called by another subroutine is called what? One called by another, then this will be nested. Next, call is which type of subroutine? Then call is unconditional subroutine. Option number B is correct. 51. The stack can be 4-word memory addressed by 2 bits of an up down counter known as the stack pointer. This will be LIFO. The full form of LIFO, last in first out. Okay. Next, the input data for process uses the standard input device, which by default is keyboard. Input data for processing uses input data for processing unit. For inputting data, we use keyboard. Option number C is correct. Next, sequence of micro instruction is termed as microprogram. Option number C is correct. Firmware. Next, the function of these micro instructions is to issue the micro orders to the CPU. Option number A is correct. Next, which memory is used to copy instruction or data currently uses by the CPU? So when we are processing something and this is process is going on in your tab, so the instruction of that data is loaded into cache memory. You know, this is our memory hierarchy, and here is your CPU memory, and this is your cache memory, and this is your main memory. And when we load any process, so it's go from here up from here, and then it load in cache memory, then it executed. So option number C is correct. Next, copy of data in cache memory is called copy of data in cache memory. What? Data cache. Option number A is correct. Full form of car. This is not that car which goes on road. So this is a different car. The full form of this, control address register. This is a register. Control address register car. Next, two type of micro instruction are, first is branching, second is non-branching. So option number C is correct. A and B. So these two type of micro operations. Next, which register is used to store address of control memory from where instruction is fetched? So this answer is C, car. कार जो रजिस्टर है, car register is used to store address. This is for storing address. You see here, car full form of control address register. So this will be correct. Next, which field is used to request for branching? For branching, you see B or this. Option number D is correct. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our channel for more like this video. Thank you.